Hey guys, I'm here today to review the most anticipated book to me of 2012, Insurgent by Veronica Roth. Guys, remember in my May to be read pile when I said I was going to read this and devour it? Well, devour it I did. I read this in about a day, 2 days maybe, I don't recall, but I remember getting it on Tuesday and finishing it on Thursday. I don't remember if I started reading it on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure. But anyway, let's get right to it because there's so much I want to say and I'm sure you guys are ready to listen because, wow. Okay, so, hey guys, I'm here today to review the most anticipated book to me of 2012, Insurgent by Veronica Roth. Guys, remember in my May to be read pile when I said I was going to read this and devour it? Well, devour it I did. I read this in about a day, 2 days maybe, I don't recall, but I remember getting it on Tuesday and finishing it on Thursday. I don't remember if I started reading it on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure. But anyway, let's get right to it because there's so much I want to say and I'm sure you guys are ready to listen because, wow. Okay, so I adored it so very much. I was very worried about it because, as you guys know, something about the YA book, second book curse there is. It's like when you have a couple, they usually break up or everything just goes to crap in the second book. Well, Insurgent did not. It kept me focused throughout the whole thing. There's just so much. Before I go on any further, if you have not read Divergent, I would seriously not recommend you watching this. And I'm going to try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. I don't think I will drop that many bombs or do anything like that. I'm going to try to keep it very spoiler-free because I enjoy reviews like that so it doesn't ruin the book. But if you haven't read Divergent, I would seriously recommend you stop watching this now. And so far, this is going to be a warning, so do not hate me in the comments if I blew something up for you or la la. I gave you a fair warning, and that is all. Insurgent takes off directly, and when I say directly, I mean directly, right when Divergent ended. And if you haven't read Divergent, the ending was somewhat of a killing spree. A lot of things happened. I'm not gonna, try to ruin it for you, but let's just say a lot of bad things happened. It takes off right where it ended. And throughout this whole book, pretty much Triss and Four are trying to stop a war that's probably going to be happening. They're trying to just get every piece back together and, everything like that. That's pretty much the loose summary I'm going to give you because I don't want to ruin it for you. But yeah. So the plot was amazing. It didn't really get boring for me at any point in the book. It kept me very focused. The plot it was just amazingness that I just kept consuming and consuming and consuming. So the plot was amazing. I thought the whole thing was just, it just was really good. It was very, what I liked about Insurgent in that it was like Divergent. Divergent is a gritty book to me, it's not a happy YA book. It's very, not scary, but it just has a lot of moments that are serious and really real that make you think. And Insurgent is just the same, only heightened. I was very, worried about what was going to happen. I was just, it was like a nail biter. That's the perfect word. It was a nail biter, for sure, guys. It was just, was like, oh crap, what's going to happen? Is this going to happen? Oh no, oh no, oh no. So the plot was just there. It was just, Veronica Roth, you were doing such an amazing job with it. Wow. Props to you. I feel like there was a tremendous amount of character development in the second book, which I loved because I love the characters in Divergent. Triss, I felt she struggled the most through this book, and it's good seeing a side of her like that because if you read Divergent, which if you spoilers for Divergent right now, so if you're still haven't read Divergent, seriously stop. Triss in the first one I feel like was very strong. She was strong-willed, she wouldn't let anything hold her down. In this book we see her somewhat break because of what happened when she shot Will and killed Will. And you see her struggle with it. It doesn't change. It's just an internal struggle that she has to deal with. And I really enjoy seeing that because she's such a strong character. And she still is strong in this book. Don't get me wrong. Trish did not like cry and weep and oh, woe is me. No, Trish was still a bad A as ever. But she was struggling with something so monumental that it was just hard to deal with in lieu of all of this war crazy stuff. And of course, 4 is smack dab right in the middle of that. Yes, I do call him 4. I'm not a big fan of Tobias, the name. That's just me. You can like the name whatever. That's really cool. I just like 4 because I think 4 is a really cool name, and I just will continue to call him that. So if you're wondering why, that's why. So 4 is right in the smack dab middle of all this, you know, dealing with Triss and all that, and I felt like he developed amazingly too. It was just an amazing book, and I love me some 4. Out of all of the male characters in all the books, 4 is definitely one of my top favorites of the guys. Like, he may be the #1 contender, I don't know. Well, we shall see. But yeah, he is just, we see him try to deal with Triss, try to deal with his dad, who is very much in this book, and that is very complicated. You know, Marcus, his dad, is in it, and it's just, and he's struggling with so many things, his family. It's just very hard for him, and he's going through that, Trish is going through her thing, and it's just, they just meld together with all these problems. Talk about a problematic relationship. But so far as that, we're going to subpar to romance, since we're the romance was great in this book. That's what I love about this series, is that the romance is amazing, but it doesn't overtake the book. Like I said before, I want to give it a 70-30, you know, 50-50 I want to say. It's 50% action, 50% romance, or maybe less. There's less romance in this book, I think. I haven't read Divergent in a while. But there was not as much romance, which I was okay with, because when they did have it, it was exactly what I wanted and exactly what I needed. Like, it was just mind-numbingly beautiful. Like, it was just heartwarming. So many, like, verbs I'm using today, I don't know why. But it was just there. When it was there, it was so perfect and beautiful, and Triss and 4 are just, I love you guys. Hearts to you, because you are like one of my top YA couples ever. I just adore them. But yes, they were, you know, they struggled through this book, and you know, that's how a relationship is. It's not peachy keen, nor is it completely like disastrous, I hate your guts. You know, they struggled, but it's just the love, and it's just beautiful. I'm not going to tell you too much because I don't want to ruin it, of course, but let me just reassure you guys that the romance is there, and it's beautiful and wonderful and so nice. Okay, anyway, back to character development. We talked about Triss and 4. We're going to talk about some other characters that were there. Christina is in this book. She's not quite into this book as much, and of course Christina is struggling with you know, the death of her beloved boyfriend Will. And who wouldn't do that, because it's very complicated, you know, and it's just hard to see the relationship with her and Triss go on, and it's just very, very different, you know. More from that, we see Caleb a lot in this book, which is Trish's brother, and we get to see and develop who Caleb is and learn about him. And same as for Marcus, which is 4's dad. We get to learn from him, and we are introduced once more into a slew of new characters. We meet tons of, I want to hope I'm pronouncing this right, erudite people, which are the smarties. We meet a whole bunch of them, and it's just wonderful. I love all the new characters. I love the same characters. They're just, the character development is amazing in this book. Overall, I think I've talked about most of it that I need to talk about. I'm going to give this book a 5 out of 5. Oh wait, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Oh wait, I'm going to give it 100 out of 100. You know, it's the best book I've ever read this year so far. You know, that does not surprise me, because Divergent was my book of the year for 2011. And, you know, it is very, very early in 2012, and I'm saying Insurgent will probably be my favorite, and I'm going to stick with that. I don't know. It's just how it is. Whenever I read a really amazing book, I always rush to my husband and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's such a good book. And he's like, oh, that's so cool. I really don't care. You know, he cares, but he's not like, wow, what was it about? You know, and I just want to talk about it. I'm sure everyone has that as well with books they absolutely adore, and this was nonetheless. It was just amazing. And, you know, Divergent and Insurgent are just my like holy grail of books. Like I just adore them. Like I just can't get enough of them. So anyway, in conclusion, if you're looking for a quick summary of what I thought of this book, you know, all I'm gonna say is one word, and it was, no, I'm gonna say 3 words. I'm gonna say 3 words, and it blew my mind. It literally blew it. It was like, boom, gone. So, do I recommend you buying this book? Yes. Do not borrow it, friend. Do not borrow it. You go to the bookstore and buy it. Get it, please, because people are picking them up like crazy. But yeah, so do not borrow it. Do not get it from the library. Do not, whatever, go buy it. Buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. Can't say that enough. To conclude this video, I'm just gonna say in my previous one, you saw that I reached 1,000 subscribers, and I just want to say thank you so much. I never thought I would ever get to that. I thought that I was gonna be one of those, you know, booktubers that you randomly find that have like 3 subscribers. You know, you watch her just because she's crazy. You know, that's me. But I did. I reached 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you for listening to my rambling, because I know my friends hate it when I talk, my real life friends hate it when I talk about books and hate it and blah, blah, blah. It's good to have people that listen, that want to listen to what I want to say about books and just love my opinions. And I thank you guys, and I love you guys so much for watching and stuff. And I just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And the video you saw was just a very quick la la video. It was I'm doing a special video, a question and answer video, which basically you ask me anything and I will try to answer. There's some I will not answer because I feel like they're too personal or too just, you know, whatever. But other than that, I'm pretty open to anything. Do not leave your questions in this video though, please, please. I'm trying to keep them only in that one, so go comment and ask me questions in that, whatever you want to know. But other than that, you know, thank you so much once again. I can't wait to see what my future here is on YouTube. I hope I grow and just, you know, become maybe one of the booktubers. I'm not expecting it, but maybe it will happen. You never know. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend, and I will talk to you guys later.